It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and local perspectives of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is being brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association and can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on local radio WMOA AM 1490 and ESPN radio WJAW FM 100.9 and AM 630. It's now time for the show. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Johnny Wharf and Energy Insights on a Saturday morning, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. From Ergon Oil Purchasing is Bob Gerst, has been in the industry for 40-plus years, and we've had an opportunity the last couple of weeks to talk about being in the business growing up. And I'd ask you to drift back as far as you can and just talk about, working with the old man, that probably, makes you feel really good when you think about it. But maybe you can share with our listeners a little bit about what we would call, I guess, now the early days of the industry.
Well, back when I started, was in a cable tow rig, which is something it's not used anymore. It's a lot of... used to put you had everything done was a cable and a rig. It run a set of tools, bit up and down, up and down. You'd clean the hole out and then do it again, and it's very slow. Versus a rotary rig today, and a rotary rig they turn continuous and keep adding pipe. It's a lot faster, a lot easier, and probably less expensive.
Was it a matter of automation and the other was manual? Is that the difference?
Yeah, a rotor or a cable tow rig was all manual work. It was no machines involved. You put a new bit on. It was all tough to do. You used to dress your own bits out there on a forge and heat them up and use sledgehammer to get them back to the form they needed to be in. And yeah, it was very tough work, and that's the reason a lot of people got away from it. Did
you ever recall maybe getting into some kind of a fix and your dad coming out and say, "What are you doing, Robert? This is the way to..." Did he ever just say, "This is how you get it done"?
Yeah, he did. We was dressing a bit one time. You get it red hot and hit it with a sledgehammer, and he'd done this his whole life and was very good at it. And he told me, he said, "I need to swing a little harder." Only weighed about 135 pounds. I was giving her all I had, but apparently it wasn't enough.
Tell me, I bet you can ring the bell at the carnival now, though, can you?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. That comes from a lot of swings over a lot of years. And then talk a little bit about the area. So most of your work has been in the Mid-Ohio Valley, or specifically where?
Yeah, Noble County and Monroe County was basically all that. As far as I worked in 7 different states in various ends of the job, but we drilled most of the wells in Noble and Monroe County.
Talk a little bit about the purchasing end of it as it relates to 2019. So just tell me what that entails.
Well, oil purchasing is you run around and talk to producers. You try to buy the oil. If there's any trouble with the paperwork, you take care of it. Make sure they're happy with their service and everything's going all right. Basically just a good PR man.
Yeah, and then, are you still wake up and say, this is still a pretty cool job, or is it a job?
It's a cool job, very easy, and I enjoy it. I really do.
I think that comes with a cool job is how much you enjoy it, and you can tell that you're very much involved in the industry, have been for many years. Bob Gerst is our guest. He's a buyer with Ergon Oil Purchasing and a long-time, 4-decade member of the oil and gas industry and of the Mid-Ohio Valley. We thank him, and we also thank Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA and ESPN Radio WJAW as Johnny Wharf brings you your local and inside perspectives of the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley.